Hi everyone, this video is going to give you a brief overview on how to use Adobe Spark. As this is an online product, things sometimes change. So this is accurate as of July 2017. Okay, so the first thing to do is go to the spark.adobe.com website, and this is a software tool that you can use right in the browser. You don't have to download anything. And what I like about it is it allows you to publish a digital presentation and produces a URL for you to share. So this makes it a great tool to be creative with and to share without having to send files and upload files and download software and things like that. And it puts everyone at the same playing field. There isn't any special web development codes that you need to know to be able to do this. So the first thing you want to do is you want to, if you don't already have an account, if you haven't used this, click on the Start Now for free, and you're going to go ahead and you can connect this with your Facebook account, with your Google email account, or with any other email account. So I already have my account, so I'm just going to go ahead and log in while you can push pause and go through the sign up process. And I will meet you back after you log in. Okay, once you log in, you should be taken to My Projects. So not only can you use this to create things, but it will also save projects that you've done in the past. What's really cool about this is it's pretty intuitive, and you can use this on your iPad and possibly your Android devices. I wouldn't recommend doing this on a phone. That's a little too small, but if you have an iPad or an Android-based tablet, you should look for Adobe Spark and see if the free app is available for you, because this works really well in a touchscreen environment. Okay, so to get started in the browser on your computers, click plus to create a new project. And what I really like is they even have an option to make a video. So if you're taking any of our content creation or video courses, you can use this to make some animated videos. But what I want you to do is I want you to concentrate on using the page option. Okay, so we're going to click page, and this is a blank page for you. So if you're doing your assignment and say it's like a business case study or something like that, you can go ahead and just get started with this. So let's say I'm going to do mine on Target. I can just keep going here, and the low cost superstore. Okay, you can come in here and change the theme by clicking on themes and whichever one you're interested in. So maybe I'm gonna go with the red, and then I can continue by clicking plus, and I can add photos if I want. Again, there's options. You can upload your own photo, you can find photos. Um, those are probably your best options. If you have a photo in Dropbox, you can connect to your Dropbox or to your Google Photos account. So let's see what happens if I go into find photos. So let's say I want to see if I can find someone who's shopping. Okay, so this is pretty cool, right? So what this is, it's looking on Flickr and Pixabay, which allow you to use copyright free images that you can include in here. So if you find an image you like, you can always add that. And let's see what happens. Okay. Scroll to press plus, and then you can add other things. So for instance, if you want to embed like a YouTube video, you can go ahead and put that in here. Just put the YouTube URL in here. If you want to add another photo, you can. Text. Let's see what a glide show is. Oh, so a glide show is like a bunch of different pictures that you put in here. There's lots, like I said, there's always new things being added, so it's kind of interesting to see. So if I want to write something like my Target demographics. I can just start typing just like a regular kind of word processing program, and you're always going to see these little pluses so that you can develop things and customize things. If you have quotes, if you want to put like a quote in here or change this to a heading, you can do something like that. If you want to do a drop down list, you can do something like that. So let's see what happens. I'm going to do like a drop down list, you know, young mothers, something along those lines, right? So you can keep developing these things and you can add things like, let's say you want to put a button in here, visit the Target website, something along those lines. You can choose how you want that alignment. If you want it in the center, and see, so it builds all these things for you. Okay, I'm not going to build out a whole thing, but I want you to explore, get creative, and use images, use the power of graphics, and customize your fonts and use different colors and things like that. Once you get to the point that you are good with what you have, then you can go to preview, and it's going to show you what this is. And again, since I want you to kind of use this as your presentation is going to be much bigger than this. But when you're done with it, click the X, and then you're going to share. It's going to say, okay, what is the category for this? So I'm just going to put this as education, and then you're going to click create link. This is the shareable link. Okay, make sure to copy the whole thing, Control C, and you're going to go ahead and put that in your submission for your assignment. You can also use this link to share on the discussion boards. And let me show you one other trick. If you're using a PC, and a Mac does have a similar tool, you can use what's called the Snipping Tool. If you go down to your search box in Windows, you can click on Snipping Tool, and what this does is it allows you to make a copy of something. So in the case where I say screenshots would be helpful, the Snipping Tool is what you're going to want to use. So if I'm doing my project on Target, I can take my Snipping Tool and maybe show some examples of some, what they're marketing right now. So right now we've got the back to school thing. So you click new, and you can kind of just drag a square around where you want this, and I can do file save as, and then save this as, I would recommend that you save it as a JPEG, and then you can say, Target back to school .jpeg, and just save it to your folder for your classwork on the computer, and then you can upload this image and put it into your Adobe Spark project. So again, if I wanted to use a photo, instead of doing find photos, I'm going to do upload photos. I'm going to navigate to it on my computer. I'm just going to use this one here, and you can go ahead and upload those images as well. And it gives you some options. How do you want this? Do you want this to be full screen? Do you want it to be in like a tiny little spot? Do you want it to be full width? You don't go too crazy with some of these things, but just to kind of give you an example, everything in Spark you can kind of customize given the options that they have here. Okay, just play around with it. You can put your caption in here. Something along those lines, and you're good to go. You can keep coming back and editing this. Just make sure that you send me the latest link whenever you make a change. So don't send me the link until you're done, until you like it. Okay? Thank you.